So, got a day off, so I'm just doing a walkthrough on the garden, and we harvested a lot of lettuce out of this bed. So this bed looks really naked, but just want to get a shot of this green bell pepper. Now, anybody who says that that's not beautiful is a lie. Okay? They're a lie. Let me tell them they're a lie. Okay? Here goes the corn. Look at them tassels opening up. So that was one of the main reasons why, I chose to do a 4x4 block of corn, because like, see how that's like loose and wiggling? It's gonna pollinate all the way down, not just on that stalk, but it'll pollinate the ones that are near it. Now, I had posted that I was tying in the corn so it doesn't lay down. Well, obviously the corn is not laying down. Looks like the cat's cradle down here with the twine, but guess what? It's working. Corn's doing well, and I already told Lee, I'm like, look, this corn does well like this next year, it's gonna be a whole bed of corn, which would be even more challenging. It's gonna be more work tying it in, but guess what? I'm up for the work. So tassel has opened up. Ooh, that corn better be sweet. So we come over here. Now this is the beans and the peas bed. All right, so peas are coming to the end of the season. Peas are a cool season crop. Doesn't really do well in temperatures consistent over 80 degrees. So starting to get some browning, some yellowing. I took out the other split peas that I had in a cage next to it, and I kind of left like 3 plants and just guided them over to this cage to climb up. We might get, a couple more harvests. I see some new blooms on there, but like I said, doesn't do well in temperatures over 80 degrees, but it was like one of the first things that we had ready, and it was nice. We enjoyed it, blah, blah, blah. Can't wait for next year. Pole beans, just climbing up. Look at that. Look at that one over there, the far corner. Had to guide it to kind of go across the trellis, because trellis doesn't go that high. Who knew it would grow so high? So I created like my own teepee trellis over here for some pole beans. So I'm gonna see how they do over here in the corner on a teepee trellis. So I will modify this to be taller, because I anticipate that the pole beans will grow taller. Got some bush beans already going. Those are gonna be delicious. I don't know if you're into peas and beans, but I am. So you go over here. So we're gonna tie this carrots in so they're not leaning up against the peppers so much. So we'll do that with some stakes and some twine, and just do like a twine type lining across, just to kind of guide it away from the peppers. This bed is full. Okay, we have cucumbers growing as a trellis there, carrots, peppers, and then we have lettuce, and this lettuce just keeps on giving. Got some kale right here. Like I said, big harvest, because this was like so bushy before, but we harvested a lot. So tomato bed, I mean, it's just too much. It's just too much to show. But I'm gonna try. If you got time to look, I got time to film it. Like I said, I'm off today. Shoot, I got all day. But I do got some things that I need to do today. Transplanting some peppers into a bed that I can find some room, and it's an appropriate, and they'll do good. So every tomato plant is producing tomatoes, so that's good. We're gonna have lots of salsa, lots of sauce. Ooh, collard greens. Look at that. These is collard greens. We got some Georgia collard greens. We got some this, some that. It's all collard greens. They all gonna end up in the same pot. And again, I don't know about you, but I love my collard greens. So go over here, spaghetti squash. I'm gonna tell you, these flowers are beautiful when they open up. I still gotta look up, like, why do they open up and then they close, at a certain point. It's my first year growing spaghetti squash, and it's been a slow process, but it's been so worth it. So I got some romaine lettuce trying to peek out there. I hope this lettuce takes its time because we got so much lettuce in the bed. Like, it's awesome because we can share with people. But other than that, it's like we eat salad every day. More tomato plants. So like I said, every tomato plant is producing tomatoes. This is actually like warms my heart because this was a pepper plant that I had started with a bunch of pepper plants that I didn't know if it was gonna survive or not, and then I went to transplanting it from a small pot to a bigger pot and to this pot to that pot. I lost track of what it actually is, but I do know it's a pepper plant. It looks like it might be a jalapeno pepper plant, but whatever type of pepper plant it is, I'm sure we eat it. So speaking of jalapeno plants, this is a mammoth jalapeno. We got this pepper plant actually from Home Depot. Bonnie Plants had started it. It was a smaller plant, but it looked healthy, so I chose it, and look what it's given me. And we got more blooms, you know, coming, so that's awesome. And actually we have a pepper starting there. Now we'll just have to watch and see what happens with that. Hopefully I get a bunch of peppers, but we have multiple jalapeno plants, so our odds are great. Now, everything is not always good in the garden, so I want to share with you something that's not doing well, and I will be pulling this up, and I'm going to try to plant this in containers because I don't know if it's like the spot that it's in. Maybe it's not getting enough nutrients there, but this was my spinach I planted like over 4 weeks ago. Now, this looks like this one tried to do something, but it really should be doing better than this. I know the soil looks dry right now, but we water in the evening or in the early morning, so we will water again, but that's not the case. So what I'm gonna end up doing today, I'm pulling the spinach up, okay? I'm gonna work in some manure and some fresh topsoil into that area, and I'm gonna transplant my peppers here, okay? And then I will start a container with spinach in it. So I'll just grow some spinach in a container, and we'll probably end up benefiting from it like early fall. Maybe sooner, I don't know. These seeds grow how they want to grow. Anyways, this is one of the tomato plants that I started from seed that is doing really well. I spray painted this pot, and my husband, he drilled some holes in the bottom of it for drainage, and I kind of use it as a planter. Put it way in the back of the yard to add some color and just, you know, make it pop. So Garden 2020 got the day off. I'm gonna be back here all day, so probably be posting some pictures just to pretty much let you guys know what I'm doing. Love being back here, love being in the garden, love being off on a Tuesday. Garden 2020, y'all.